Am I missing something? I may be a little ignorant when it's regarding our culture. I posted a video promoting the new Black Wall Street. You know, it's located here in Stone Mountain, Stonecrest area. Used to be a super Target, right? Some of you may have gone there and visited just to support. Some of you may have seen them on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. But I posted the video, reposted it, because I actually had the opportunity to interview the events coordinator, Mr. Lord Hester, a few years ago when they were just, kicking things off at the new Black Wall Street market. But apparently, me reposting that video has got a lot of people in their feelings. So is this why our community is so divided? Like, I'm really disgusted. People are arguing with me saying the new Black Wall Street market is not black. It's because they have a lot of vendors in there that sells a lot of African artifacts and art and clothing, and they have other vendors in there as well that sell a few American maybe items that are made in China. But it kind of irritated me because I just feel like black is black. The guy arguing with me, telling me, and this is him right here. I'm going to put him up on the screen. This is his comment, right? So he's telling me that the Black Wall Street market basically, I don't know. It's not the real deal. It's not for who they are claiming it to be. It's Africans. So are we not supposed to be supporting Africans? Because I honestly thought that if you got black skin, brown skin, dark skin, you support black. Like, black for me was just black. I mean, I didn't know that our culture was so divided. So Africans don't support African Americans. Where's the divide come in? Because he's telling me that, I guess if we were born in the United States, we are the descendants of our slave masters. So we have European names. We are slave master descendants, I guess. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a little confused. I don't know. So what are we then? So everybody who was born in America, we are African Americans, right? And I know I've seen a lot of people take off the American and just said that they are black or they're African. They don't want to even be considered Americans. So let's do this to the guy that is very upset on TikTok about the new Black Wall Street. Rather than get upset, okay, rather than just jump into it just from a hateful side, why won't you just explain? Okay, explain what you're trying to say. Don't get upset because you see African Americans supporting something that they believe to be a cause. Most people are going in because it states that this is black owned. Every vendor in there is a black owned vendor. The guy that owned it passed away, but he was a black man from my knowledge. So like I said, I'm a little taken back by these comments because it's like, why are you mad at me? Because we were born in America. I mean, I can't help where I was born. I can't help that my grandmother and great-great-grandmother and great-great-great-great, whomever, where it started, as far as my ancestors, we were brought over here to America. So for all of you pro-black people out there, so what are we? What are African Americans? What are people who were born in America against their will? Who are we? Since you guys know so much, tell us who we are. Who are we? Educate us. Don't get upset. Just tell me. Because if you tell me and you run back the history, then maybe I would start to represent the culture the way that it is supposed to be represented. I know a lot of people want to be pro-black, right? I consider myself pro-black. But how pro-black can we be when we're living in a society that is owned and operated majority by white people, by Europeans? Europeans pretty much run everything that we need as a source of supply, and it's like, why are we to blame for that? It's like, I understand a lot of people like boycotting. It's hard to boycott when your supply and how you feed your children and, your clothing and pretty much everything that you need to survive in this country is owned by Europeans or Asians. So how pro-black can we be? And then you got to think about a lot of people with other countries. It's not even that we can escape from the United States or, from America, because we've also been told that we're hated in Africa. We're hated, in these other countries. I mean, we've had people tell us that if you're pretty, some of those women over there would cut you in your face, throw acid in your face. So it's kind of like, damn, we can't win for losing. Where the hell do we go? Tell me, okay? Instead of you blowing up on the internet, making an ass out of yourself, educate me. Tell me, where the fuck can we go? How the fuck are we going to get over there? Who the fuck going to help us when we get over there? When we leave America and uproot our children and, try to take our finances and our money over to other countries, who in those other countries are going to help us do that? Who is going to help us set up in Haiti? Who's going to help us set up in Ghana? Who's going to help us set up in South Africa? Who? Because y'all talk a lot of shit. Y'all be talking big shit on this internet, but ain't nobody providing us with the proper resources or tools to get us the fuck from over here. So unless you're going to provide a solution, stop getting on this internet arguing with African Americans, blaming us for shit we ain't had nothing to do with. That shit is fucking aggravating. Do you have money for us to leave this motherfucker? Because most of us don't even want to be over here no more. Are you advocating for African Americans to come over to your country? And when we get over to your country, are you going to protect us? Because we are instantly going to become a target. We are instantly going to become targets. Even if we decide to bring our businesses over there, are our businesses safe? Are you guys going to support our businesses? See, listen, we were dealt a real unfair hand being born over here in this here KKK society that we have to call home. That's not our fault. This is the hand that we were dealt. But my question to all of you who have a bone to pick with African Americans, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are you doing about it? Are there resources? Let me know. Because I promise you, I will be the first one to sign up. How much financial support do you have right now on deck for us to say, hey, we on our way? We're not about to go into a blind situation. That's dumb. We're not going to uproot ourselves from what we are most familiar with to go over into another country, another environment that we know nothing about, don't know how safe we're going to be, don't know if you guys are even going to be looking out for us so that we can be successful in your country. Hell, we're already fighting the white man over here. We're fighting the white man over here. So, and we're used to fighting the white man over here. And we are pretty much living, somewhat decent over here. So my thing is, if we're going to uproot ourselves from what we're used to, what are we walking into? All right, let me woosah. But my point is, we at least know what hand we're being dealt over here, okay? Going into other countries, leaving America is easier said than done. It's easier said than done. There are a lot of people, a lot of Black Americans, African Americans, whatever you want to call us, don't even want to be here, but we cannot afford to leave here. Then you have to consider the fact that we're up under the Trump administration right now. Once a lot of Black people start getting passports and they start seeing that we are actually leaving this fuck ass place, you don't think that Trump is going to put in motion some type of restriction? They're already restricting votes. What the fuck y'all think they gonna do when they start to find out that these people getting the fuck out of here? When they start catching on that they're leaving, what do you think they're gonna do then? They're gonna start putting in restrictions. They're gonna start making it difficult for us to get passports. So like I said, it's not as easy as you all think. If we could just up and leave and know that we're gonna be financially secured with wherever we go, then okay. But y'all are out here talking out the side of y'all fucking necks just because you feel like you better than us because you from another country and you wasn't born up under the European government. Really, in reality, y'all are jealous of African Americans. That's what it is. Why? Because we were born over here. Because it do look like we have better benefits and we have a better advantage. Because everybody claims, the U.S. is the best place to live. Because y'all are on the outside looking in. And it looks wonderful. It looks beautiful. But lo and behold, African Americans are fucking struggling to survive over here in the United States because the Trump administration and all these freaking racist ass Republicans trying to stop us every chance they get from prospering and succeeding. So we are constantly fighting for our lives, literally fighting for our livelihoods, fighting for our children to have a place in this racist society. And y'all act like we really want to be here? You really think we want to be here fighting against a racist society for the rest of our fucking lives? Nobody wants to be here. But where are we going? Make it make fucking sense. Until you can come up with a resolution, a solution, or a way, an out, an advantage, or something that is going to give African Americans the opportunity and the chance to leave America and thrive and succeed in your country, shut the fuck up.